Randy Orton's compassionate gesture for Kevin Owens following injury before WrestleMania 41 highlights kinship. WWE's WrestleMania 41 is all set to take place at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and it will be a two-night event which takes place on April 19 and 20. The fans anticipating the Kevin Owens vs. Randy Orton clash at WrestleMania 41 ended up being disappointed as the match had to be taken down. The prizefighter requires surgery to deal with his neck issues, which would keep him out of action for WrestleMania 41. Emotions were clearly visible when Randy Orton saw Cody as he was entering the ring, while he was on his way out. Upon learning about Kevin's situation, Randy has made a humble gesture for the former Universal Champion. Randy Orton's humble gesture towards Kevin Owens wins hearts. Randy Orton has set up Kevin Owens with the surgeon who has worked with the Apex Predator in the past for second advice. Given that Owens' situation is crucial, he has advised him to make the best possible decision, which favors the wrestler and his family. Orton has also asked Owens to reach out to him if he needs to talk about it. "I think, first and foremost, I just hate that he's gotta go through that. Even more than a physical journey he's gotta go on to let his body heal, it's a mental journey too. His body's been through it, and now he's paying that price, like he said in the ring the other day. We all pay the price at one point or another," Randy Orton said to Complex. Randy Orton remains without an opponent for WrestleMania 41. At this stage, Randy Orton remains without an opponent for WrestleMania 41, and SmackDown GM Nick Aldis has also said that his match was off the cards. But Orton is adamant about being a part of the showcase of the Immortals at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Apex Predator is ready to go for a match and he has warned Nick Aldis about his decision. It would be unusual to put Randy Orton off the card for the grand spectacle, and the fans are expecting that he could have a replacement named after him. There are possibilities that Nick Aldis could take off the suit and get back into the squared circle for one time. A huge return could also be played out as stars like Aleister Black or Rusev could make their return to the WWE. It is yet to be seen what Triple H has in mind. The Apex Predator is ready to go for a match and he has warned Nick Aldis about his decision. It would be unusual to put Randy Orton off the card for the grand spectacle, and the fans are expecting that he could have a replacement named after him. There are possibilities that Nick Aldis could take off the suit and get back into the squared circle for one time. A huge return could also be played out as stars like Aleister Black or Rusev could make their return to the WWE. It is yet to be seen what Triple H has in mind. Randy Orton has opened up on Kevin Owens' recently announced neck injury that cancelled their planned match at WrestleMania 41. Randy Orton returned to WWE television back at the Elimination Chamber, where he fought off Kevin Owens following his unsanctioned match with Sami Zayn to set up a match between the two at WrestleMania 41. Randy Orton opens up on Kevin Owens' WWE injury. However, the match won't be happening, as Kevin Owens recently revealed that he was working with a neck injury and would need to undergo neck surgery, leading to his match with Orton being cancelled. Speaking to Complex, Randy Orton broke character to comment on Owens' injury, noting that his heart breaks for Owens. He said, "If we're being real here, my heart breaks for Kevin. I think, first and foremost, I just hate that he's gotta go through that. Even more than a physical journey he's gotta go on to let his body heal, it's a mental journey too. His body's been through it, and now he's paying that price, like he said in the ring the other day. We all pay the price at one point or another." Randy Orton reacts to Kevin Owens' WrestleMania 41 withdrawal during the April 4, 2025 episode of WWE SmackDown. It was announced that Kevin Owens would no longer be competing at WrestleMania 41 due to a neck injury requiring surgery. The highly anticipated match between Owens and Randy Orton has officially been cancelled. In an interview with Complex.com, Orton opened up about the unfortunate news and expressed deep sympathy for his longtime colleague. "If we're being real here, my heart breaks for Kevin. I think, first and foremost, I just hate that he's gotta go through that. Even more than a physical journey he's gotta go on to let his body heal, it's a mental journey too. His body's been through it, and now he's paying that price, like he said in the ring the other day. We all pay the price at one point or another." The article also revealed that Orton personally arranged for Owens to receive a second medical opinion from a surgeon who had previously treated Orton himself. Wanting to support his friend beyond the ring, Orton advised,
Kevin Owens' heinous act to cost Randy Orton his match versus Carmelo Hayes on WWE SmackDown. Chances explored. WWE superstar Randy Orton returned at the 2025 Elimination Chamber to get back at his former ally Kevin Owens. The Viper stopped the prizefighter from further destroying Sami Zayn after the unsanctioned match between the Canadians. While Cody eventually managed to escape Orton's wrath thanks to the security officials, he could pull off a heinous trick against the Apex Predator on this week's edition of SmackDown. Kevin Owens turned heel during the closing stages of the 2024 Bad Blood after Cody Rhodes teamed up with Roman Reigns. A rogue Cody then feuded with Randy, eventually injuring the 14-time world champion after delivering a piledriver to Randy during a brawl on SmackDown last November. Now, Randy Orton is back to collect his dues from Owens. The Viper is scheduled to face Carmelo Hayes on this week's edition of SmackDown. Although Orton may not fall for Melo's sneaky pinfall roll-up this time around, there is a chance that Cody may cause a distraction, which may allow him to steal another win. Hayes previously defeated Randy in a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match last year that also involved Tama Tonga. Notably, the prizefighter had reached the doorsteps of Sami Zayn ahead of their unsanctioned match in Toronto. He posted a video of himself from outside Sami's house on X. The former Universal Champion issued threats in the video and blamed his frenemy for the consequences that awaited the Raw superstar. Now, Cody could perform the heinous act once again and pull up outside Orton's house this time. This would be the perfect setup for an opportunist like Hayes to land a vicious blow and pin the Apex Predator. While this is a significant possibility, all of this is speculation so far. Randy Orton to injure Kevin Owens during their potential match at WrestleMania 41. Kevin Owens has been a loose cannon ever since he turned heel. The prizefighter has used the package piledriver on multiple superstars and also tried to execute the banned move on Shawn Michaels during the contract signing segment ahead of his ladder match against Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. Moreover, he also stole the Winged Eagle title last December. Randy Orton has already hinted that he is ready to bring back his Legend Killer mode and completely destroy Cody. He almost landed a punt kick on the former United States champion in Toronto but was stopped by the security officials seconds before his boot made contact with Owens' skull. If the two men get a spot at WrestleMania 41, this foreshadowing could see the light of day in Las Vegas. The company could use this setup to give the Viper a big win and send Cody on a kayfabe injury hiatus. However, this is also speculative at this point. It will be interesting to see what lies ahead for the former friends on the road to the show of shows. Randy Orton will return to the ring for his first match since October on the Friday, March 14 WWE SmackDown. Orton kicked off this week's episode with a promo addressing John Cena's heel turn and Orton's surprise run in at last Saturday's Elimination Chamber PLE following the Kevin Owens vs. Sami Zayn match. Later in Friday's show, after a run-in with Carmelo Hayes in a backstage segment, Orton vs. Hayes was made official for next Friday's SmackDown. Charlotte Flair will also have her first match since the Royal Rumble on next week's